What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me today for episode 41 of the Dyson Sphere Program, where today we're going to be setting up our brand new homeworld. So let's just jump on into it. Alright, guys, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and tear down these guys, because I'm not gonna need them at the moment. Also not gonna need these. That or these. Okay, so let's see, what have we got for, we got 200 megawatts just from solar? You know, that's not that bad. Not at all. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look and see what blueprints we have available to us. So we've got the new polar hub that we could go with. We do have the make everything hub, which I think he's updated. Okay, let's look at our planet scales. We have Central Hub, which looks like it is a... Okay. It's a big hub of something. It looks like a bunch of things that can be made. Okay. Maybe. What else have we got on planet scale? Blueprints. There's the cross dock hub, which definitely goes like in the center here. I don't know what that's for, though. Let's see. Galactic cross-docking planet. My goodness. That is a lot of things. Wow. Okay. Now, if I zoom in here, so it looks like you get stone coming in from one side and going out another, and it looks like there's multiples of each. Okay, I think what we're gonna do, okay, and we may tear it down, but we're gonna start, this is the request everything to here. Okay, we're gonna start with the make everything hub. New make everything hub. And we'll go from there. Think right like this. Now, what's interesting is there are photon collectors on this. Let's see, what way is it? It's over this direction. Alright, well, let's go get this guy built, and we're gonna see what it's like, see what we need to do with it. Because I have no idea what's up with this. Also, let's grab these, and oh my goodness, I have a lot of space warpers. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of some space warpers here. Okay, so it looks like it's demanding locally items that will then be used here to make things for here. Okay, And these are set on remote supply. They're getting logistics vessels. They've got traffic monitors. They've got these guys to then provide them to me. Okay, this is looking promising. This is looking promising. We'll see if it has everything. Ooh, what's this one supposed to be making? I'm gonna go with probably nothing. Maybe it's just an extra in case we want to make something. I have all of the things unlocked, so yeah. So far, I'm not seeing enough places to be making everything, though. I wonder if this is supposed to go in conjunction with the early game hub. I bet it is. We're gonna have a bunch of monitors going off because they're not getting their stuff. We'll have to fix that here shortly. My guess is, well, these are getting power. Those guys are charging slowly. How is our power doing? Yeah, I mean, we don't have enough, but we'll get there. Okay. So, let's take a look. Let's see what we're making. Okay, so, like, why do we need these? Is what I want to know. What are we using them for? Are we making critical photons? We must be. I mean, we're making annihilation constraint. My guess is... well, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any antimatter or anything like that being made. So this is only really making high-level things. That is true. Okay, what I want to know is, yes. Okay, so that is going around to all the rest. So this guy is going to get all of these. Alright. And we'll go ahead and set that up as a remote demand as well. We're not making them elsewhere, so I will go with... there we go. Let's see. Looks like I needed some more drones here. Okay, there we go. They're all set up now. Okay. Next. So that's the new Make Everything hub. So let's look at the logistics hub then. Okay. So it can be made in this red section. And I'm guessing... and it is a guess, but I'm guessing that it will put... or it's going to build sorters, and belts. That would be my guess. But let's find out. Yes. Tier 3 belts, sorters, assemblers, as well as, well, it's demanding the magnetic rings. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and use... probably not. Let's get everything down, and then I'll figure out power. Okay. And then this guy is also going to go here. Yeah, it won't fit in the blue. Okay, so this is just basically a new version of the early game hub, and that we used way back in like episode 2. It's been a while, and so yeah, okay. This is gonna make everything else basically, and this is just a nice, neat version where we're not worried about belts and whatnot anymore. In addition, we're also going to want this, which says request everything here. I'm guessing it goes up here somewhere. I just don't know where exactly. How about here? Sure. That looks like it'll work for me. So far, it's saying I'm out of belts. Also saying I'm out of these guys. Now I'm not. And I'm out of the ray receivers, which I don't have any on me. That's fine. We can always get some more. And then I'm going to be taking an interstellar here. This guy is going to get logistics vessels. He's also going to locally demand 100 of those. And he's going to get some power. And he's going to bring in... What was I going to bring in with him? Oh yeah, antimatter, fuel rods. I want to keep... This is my new home world, so I want to keep 1,000 of them in stock. Interesting. I wonder why they're not... Oh, there they go. Just needed more power. Alright. Back to here. Okay, so this stuff should be making everything else then, it looks like? Yeah. I'm going to go through each of these and make sure that they've got the drones and the vessels they need. Okay, so it's currently set up to do local demand of the supermagnetic rings. We're not going to be making them on this planet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this guy some warpers. and set him for remote demand. But we're going to set him up for more. And then we're going to have to set a lot of these to remote demand. But that's all right. Okay, so now that we've got the antimatter one over here going, which we can go ahead and put... Let's make sure I refill up my antimatter, and then there we go. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, I'm out of... I am completely out of those. Oh, boy. Okay, give me just a few. Because I need to get power going. Okay, so we're going to start there. And we're going to put down one of these. And boom. Now, I want to go from there into there. There we go. And then I want to build another one. And from there into there. All right. We'll put that many to start, and we're going to see how our power does. Oh, I do love the animation of these things. Isn't that just so cool? Like, that's what I imagine when I imagine nuclear fusion. And yes, we're making plenty of power right there. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and put down what else we happen to have. Okay, so what are these things doing? They are remote demanding things for us. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to have to do is temporarily, we're going to put down one here, okay? And I'm going to have it bring in some stuff, okay? I want it to bring in some more conveyor belts. Some more drones, some more vessels, and we'll have it go ahead and bring in some ray receivers. All right, so give me like 200 ray receivers. $2,000 vessels. $2,000 of these things. And give me like 6,000 of these. All right. So now some of those are going to get sent over. And we are already seeing some things coming in. Okay. Go around, make sure everybody's got power. Okay, looks like it. How are we doing on power? Oh, doing great on power. No issues there. Okay, let's go over here. Doesn't look like anybody's come in yet. Oh, there's something. Oh boy. Oh boy, too many. Stand by. Ray receivers here. Take all the ray receivers. Okay, yeah. I'll keep that many on me. Alright, logistics drones. Logistics vessels. I need to restock myself here now. Okay, I shouldn't need any more of those. Shouldn't need any more of those. Or those. Okay. Okay, I'm still not quite caught up on vessels, but that's okay. We'll get there. Now, we're going to have to either build a Dyson Sphere or a Dyson Swarm in order to use these guys. I don't know exactly... Well, they're set on power generation. Okay. That's interesting. Not photon generation. So we may or may not build our Dyson Sphere over here. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Alright, let's see if everything's built up yet. It looks like it. Okay, now let's go over to the hub over here, because I need to rebuild that little piece of track I kind of got rid of. There we go. Looks like the logistics distributors here are going to be needing to get filled. We'll handle that shortly. Okay. Okay, so this guy is bringing in our space warpers. Uh-huh. Okay. So what do we got? We got unipolar magnets. Go ahead and max it out. Max them all out, actually. Why not? Okay. So we'll start here with the one with the space warpers, and we'll make our way around. Yeah, the warpers, I probably don't need 10,000. Let's make it 5 and go from there. All right. Quantum chips may be problematic. We may have to make some. We're not going to make them on this planet, but we might make them in this solar system. There is plenty of silicon in the solar system. One of these guys should have ray receivers. That one over there. I can't open it. Come on. Open. All right. There we go. All right, ray receivers. What other ones can I contribute here? None to that one. Looks like I'm even on those guys. Fractionators, I do have those. You can have some of them. I'm going to keep the artificial stars on me that I have, but I will give it the miniature particle colliders. Also, I want to refill that. Well, I guess not. I don't have enough to refill it yet. Okay. I do have a bunch of these arc smelters, but I'm going to go ahead and keep them on me. Alright, so that's now set to local demand and remote supply. So that way one of these guys that is handling the warpers can deal with it. Okay, so water is going to have to be remote demand. I do not have it locally. Okay, there seems to be a slight flaw with this design here. I'm going to show you guys what it is. Alright. So you see how these are going in a row? All the way around? It seems that these guys are keeping it from outputting more, maybe? I'm going to try something. Okay, we're going to come out and in so that it can inject more. Because what's happening is, if we go over to this one here, you'll see that it's not keeping enough space warpers. Yeah, I think what I need to do, actually, is that and that. Yep. That will work much, much better for it. Yeah, it... Now these guys will fill up and keep filled. Okay, much better. Okay, now we're bringing in water. But this will give us a good idea of what all we need to start producing in this system. Okay, so we've made it around that ring. Now let's go over here and let's check out these guys. Okay, those are all set for local. In fact, everything is set for local. Except for, it looks like... Unless that's... No, that's producing. Okay. This one here. Okay, so it is local demand. And local and remote supply. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add remote demand on all of these. And we're going to up them to 10,000. May as well. I've got the stuff. I may as well keep full stocks. And I want to keep full stocks of each of those, and I don't need 10,000 of those, but I do want like 2,000 of them. All right. So there's definitely going to be some things that we're going to have to get going. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and start filling up all of these logistics. I'm going to go into map mode just because I think it'll be a little easier than having to walk around. Apparently he forgot to set these to actually have logistics bots in them. So all of these guys are going to provide and collect from me. And this one here, what's it doing? It is collecting space warpers only from me. Interesting. I'll set it to provide and collect. And it's requesting them from elsewhere. Okay, these guys are all just requesting. And then providing. Okay, and then over here. Okay, so this guy will provide and collect from the sorters. This guy will provide and collect. Okay, it looks like I've got a few extra, whatchamacallits on me. Belts. Whatever those words are. This guy will collect any Mark II assemblers. That shouldn't be a problem, but you know what? We're going to do it anyways. I like the idea of that. So now we have it set up so that this guy will collect any Mark I assembly machines. This guy will collect Mark I belts. This guy will collect Mark I sorters from me. And then this guy will do the same for Mark II. And then these guys will provide and collect Mark IIIs. I like that. I really do. Okay. So all of these are just alarms that they're not being made. Yeah, we're aware. Okay. And how we doing on power? We're doing just fine on power. Power is not a problem. Okay. I think the next thing we're going to want to do is going to be to go set up on the next planets. On the other planets in this solar system. So let's see which one we want to go to first and what we're going to do there. Let's start at the center. This one here, it's a volcanic ash planet. It does have sulfuric acid, so we could do some of that. It's got a lot of iron and copper and titanium. Solar energy is very good. It's got very high construction area, so I'm not really going to need to do much in the way of foundational support, I don't think. Okay. So, let's head to there. Let's give that a shot. And, So plan for this particular planet is I'm going to mine it all up, and then we're going to do some smelting of iron, copper, titanium. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all the iron, copper, and all that. Okay. Perfect. So, first things first, though. Let's take a look at this planet. Alright, what do we got for... There's a big old lake over there. I think that's going to be the one we go to start with. To get up sulfuric acid. I don't want to get rid of any of the lakes. Just because... Yeah. Sulfuric acid is not the easiest to find. So, alright, let's go ahead and put down our solar. I want to go ahead and line it up. There we go. Boom. Looks like a few things need foundational support. That's quite alright. We'll allow that. I'm not going to do a full dock on this planet because it's in my new solar system. I don't think it's going to be necessary. What I am, however, going to do is put down a few things. So, oh, that's not right. There we go. Okay. So we're going to put down this one here. This is going to bring in warpers. Here. He's going to local supply. I want 1,000. He's going to remote demand. He's also going to bring in... Do we want to go antimatter? Yeah, we're going to go antimatter on this one. Remote demand, local supply. And then... Here. Here. Alright. We'll start there. Just go ahead and build this all out. There we go. Okay. So plan is we're going to bring these guys in, and then these will be our output spots. Yeah, we'll go with that. So it looks like I'm short on... these guys. So bring me another 1,000 of them. Remote demand. Yep, we should be able to get them in. All right. So we're going to have to take a look at this planet and see exactly what we want to do for production on it. And that's going to kind of be based on what we're missing at the new homeworld. You know, I anticipate, you know, it's going to be copper and steel and whatnot, but honestly, we're not producing, or we're not going to use too much of that. At least not on that world. Now, there are other things that we're going to need to make, too. I need to get the rest of those solar panels in. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and the solar panels have come in, so we can continue now. Alright, let's go ahead and finish building up all of these. Waiting for my robots to come back. We're almost to the point where we can start getting lots more robots. We should also be getting pretty close to the next update of this game, I would think. I mean, they announced the combat update a long time ago, and while I don't know much or really anything about the combat update other than that it's the combat update, I don't even know what that means, you know? Is this like spaceship combat? Is it like hand-to-hand combat in the drones? Like, is it, you know, what is it? Is it like Risk type combat where, like, you know, it's just, oh, my planet has more, you know, combat drones and we can build them faster so we win kind of thing? Or what? I don't know, you know? We'll find out, though, eventually. Let's go the other way this time. Well, guys, I hope you're having a great start of your year. You know, it's the 3rd of January when I'm recording this, so it's just starting out the year. Of course, I mean, my year has been uneventful so far. I worked New Year's Eve in the ER, and I've been home since because, well, it's my weekend. And I've mostly just been sleeping and trying to, you know, make sure I start the year nice and well rested and whatnot. But I will say there's one thing that I started in December that isn't, I feel, going to make a huge difference in the way that my life goes here in January, or in 2023 in general, and that is journaling. You know, like, look, I'm a guy, I grew up here in the late 90s, early 2000s in the US, where it wasn't manly to have a diary, and, you know, guys don't journal. That's too... And this is not my term for it. This is the term that was used in my schools, okay? It was too fruity to journal. Now, of course, that's complete and utter crap. But that was the stigma of the time. And, well, as, you know, one does reevaluating his life over, you know, over the years, it came towards the end of the year, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe having a journal would be a good idea. You know, now that I'm an adult and don't actually care what other people think, and the stigma is much less. I'm sure there is still some stigma about a guy having a journal, but I really don't care at this point, unlike when I was in high school and actually cared what people thought of me. But yeah, so I've started journaling, and I've been doing it a few weeks now, and wow, it's crazy how much of a difference in the your state of mind and your organization that can have. I'm gonna put a full eventually. Okay, I'm not promising any sort of timeline because I have not even filmed it. I'm gonna probably wait until I fill up my first one, but I'm going to make a review on the journal that I'm actually using. But for those of you that are curious, in the meantime, it's actually from another YouTuber called CGP Grey. He is an awesome, awesome YouTuber. And he and his company and his business partner, his company Cortex, came out with this journal a few years ago called the Theme System Journal. And it's based on a yearly theme system that they came up with. And he actually made a video about it that is really good. And I went ahead and I got one of the journals just to check it out. And I'm sold. So much so that I signed up for a quarterly subscription. So every quarter I'm going to be getting a new journal sent to me. Now, I don't journal every single day because, you know, especially my days off, I miss, you know, a day here or there. I didn't journal yesterday, but I did today. And it's awesome. Okay, the journal is awesome. It's high quality, it's good value, and it's set up perfectly. And they give some examples of how to use it, and I've sort of combined how CGP Grey uses it and how his partner uses it. And in doing so, I've kind of come up with my own way of using it. Well, it's just awesome, in my opinion. Collide with other object. This one I'm probably going to have to do by hand. I'd like to do a different one there. Yeah, it won't let me. Alright. But yeah, so journaling has been really interesting. So the way that I use it, and I'll go into much more detail when I do an actual review of the journal. But, you know, I use it for just generalized thoughts. I also use it, you know, I put something good that's going on in my life that day, or something that I noticed that day, and I put something that's not good that's going on that day, or that I just noticed, and I then strive to change the thing that's not good and continue the thing that is good, which, as you would expect, I put down a task. It's like the most basic, simple task that must be completed that day to call the day a success. So, for instance, today is my weekend, and so I don't have much planned. It's mostly relaxing and just generalized, you know, housework and chores for the next week to prepare for when I go back to work. Well, today's must-do goal is to record a couple of episodes. Because, well, I need to record a few episodes so that tomorrow, when it's my last day off before going back to work, I'm not stuck trying to record 5 episodes and edit and upload and do thumbnails and all of that stuff. So, yeah, basically, if I can get myself 2 episodes recorded today, then I know it was a successful day, and I can sleep happy, you know? And, but yeah, no, it's been a great journal, and like I said, I'm gonna definitely put out a full review of said journal, but, that won't come for a while. Not until I'm a little bit more set in exactly how I'm going to use it. You know, I'm still refining exactly how I use the journal and whatnot, so. Okay, I think that's all the deposits, except for this one up here that I'm going to have to go do by hand. Over here? Yeah, titanium. Alright, give me, let's see, gathering. There we go. All right, now let's go fly around and get all these guys built. But yeah, so I think that's going to make a big difference in my life going forward here for 2023. I think the journaling will absolutely make a noticeable difference in the way that I view how my life is going. Because, like, I was looking back, you know, it was December. I saw the theme system video a long time ago. I rewatched a bunch of CGP Gray's videos in December, including the one where he talks about the theme system journal. And I looked back on my year and I'm like, you know, I've been thinking this whole year that, you know, 2022 was basically just a crap year and I didn't really get anything accomplished. And then, well, I actually looked back on the year and I'm like, oh, wait. No, I got a lot accomplished. I healed from a significant on-the-job injury. I switched jobs to a completely different one, not even just a different company. Yes, I was a paramedic before, I'm still working as a paramedic, but I went from working on the ambulance to working in the hospital, which for me I've never done before, aside from a few shifts during school, you know, for clinicals, but I've never worked in a hospital before, and so it's a very big change for me. I had COVID and, you know, survived and healed from that. I bought a house not in 2022, but in 2021. But I got it, you know, a little bit more, moved into and whatnot. And so I would say this year's been overall a success. But because I didn't have any sort of structure to my year or any record really of how things were going, you know, I wasn't really sure how the year was going until I really did a detailed look back at the year. So going forward with the theme systems journal and just having structure like that, I think it'll help me realize during the year that, oh yeah, the year's not going that bad, and I am getting things done that I need to get done. So for those of you that are curious, if you've gone and looked up the theme systems journal, you'll know that generally CGP Grey does a yearly theme on his, as does his business partner, and they talk about him at the beginning of the year. So they just did a podcast, the Cortex podcast, here in December that spoke about their themes for 2023, and also looked back on their themes for 2022 and to see how they did, you know. And so I have come up with a theme for 2023. I didn't have one in 2022, of course. My 2023 theme, and I'll probably talk about this in the actual review of the journal, but my theme for 2023 is the year of stability. And so I want everything that I do this year to be in an effort to stabilize my life. You know, like I said, 2022, there were a lot of changes. Job, illness, I had surgery, there was just a lot of change. And so I want to stabilize my life here going forward in 2023. And yeah, so we'll see how I do with that, but it should be interesting. All right. Now, I don't like this, okay? because I saved the blueprint when I only had the available storage of 5,000, it saves it at 5,000 instead of the 7,000 that I can now keep in there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. If I'm going to do anything about it, I don't know. Okay. So this guy's got some antimatter fuel rods, so I can do antimatter fuel as needed for stuff here. Let's head back to our new home planet, which I think was this one? I think so. Construction area of 100%. I'm going to guess that's because of my foundations. Let's go find out. Hopefully. Hopefully it is. Yep, totally is. Okay. We need to rename this planet. This. Let's see. We could do Yakville, but that doesn't seem like a planet name. That's a town name. Yaktopia. Planet Yak. I think Yaktopia. Yaktopia. I like it. I like it. Okay, so this is Yaktopia now. All right, let's head up here. Oh, I definitely missed that area. All right. This guy can be dismantled, as can that. All right, let's start by trying to get this guy up and running here. Okay. But you know what? We're going to actually do that next episode. So join me tomorrow for episode 42, where we start getting some stuff going. All right, guys. My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak. Thank you for having joined me today. If you're enjoying, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more. And, well, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Offensive Yak out.